place. Nicola Charles, what's
All stuffed.
yeah between the streams?
Well, I'm already up. I'm live. Million-liter silo. One field, no roads. Flat map. Will the one field fill the silo? So far, it hasn't done it.
Huh. What do I got? Corn. Oh, wheat, actually. Okay, wheat. Wow.
Alright, where's my other two harvesters? There's one down here.
It's not Pine Ridge, it's flat map. COVID, flat map. Now remember, stand 6 feet away from that guy, because wind doesn't spread anything. Wind doesn't. It falls off at exactly 5.5 feet. It falls off.
Hey, John, how you doing tonight? I'm here with All Bad and Tiny. We're streaming. He's on 17, I'm on 19.
We're experimenting to see if we can get the COVID through microphones. You got your microphone more than 6 feet away from me, man? I don't know, man. I don't feel safe. I'm going to hide underneath my bed and suck my thumb. I'll be back when I'm done crying.
Alright.
That's my safe place. But Mom, I don't want to leave the basement. I'm only 54.
Wow.
I'll pay board. How much? $30 a month? Oh, these kids today, man, they got so made. My parents couldn't wait to get me out of the house. When I was 18, they packed my bags for me. Thank God.
There you go.
Let me the hell out of this animal house. Holy crap, I gotta pay my own bills. Holy crap, I gotta... Toothpaste costs money?
Yep.
These kids today, oh, they're nuts. I was watching a movie the other day, and it was, the two main characters were both, snowflakes. And my wife didn't understand the comedy part of it, and I said,
Right.
Honey, the comedy part of it is not that they're snowflakes. They all snowflakes think these guys are right. These guys are right. You know? They don't understand that part, darling. I saw one on Tiny Houses. You're gonna love this one. You ready? The guy was 31 years old. The chick was 30 years old. First time getting married. They bought a tiny house from a loan from the parents. Where do you think they moved to with that tiny house?
I have no clue.
Onto the wife's mama's property. Onto the with the house right there. With the house right there. Yep. Yepers. Tiny, would you allow that? Nope, me neither. No, me neither. I might buy them a quarter of an acre down the street that they're gonna damn well pay me back for, but that'll be it. It's all crazy, man. Still curious who the heck's gonna win this election. Well, he's got more electoral votes right now. He's got 232 in real numbers, you know, that are counted and turned in, you know, and Biden has 227. But I think they yeah, Pennsylvania just got knocked down, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, you know, but I don't. Well, basically, yeah, Georgia tried that stunt too and it didn't work. But what confuses me the most is, what if neither one of them win by January 20th? Does that mean Nancy Pelosi becomes president until they decide this?
Oh no.
I think that's what happens. No, she won't take presidency until the oath is required. And I think the oath is required on January 20th. I think the Electoral College has till December 14th to make up their mind. On December 14th? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is really friggin' scary. This nightmare just ain't going away. It ain't going away! Mommy! I want my mommy. Well, she will try to make up some funny rules, but I don't know about a dictatorship. You know, she's still... Right.
The Democrats shot it down initially because the Republicans wouldn't allow all their bullshit regulations they wanted.
Right. No. What was in it?
They wanted stricter emissions on airline emissions output.
Yeah, they really want to get away from fossil fuels. They seem to be hell-bent on getting away from fossil fuels.
Can you tell me what the hell airline emissions have to do with the pandemic?
They tell me what the hell cow flatulence is going to do with hot, you know, global warming.
Yeah, how the hell are you going to stop the cow from farming?
Kill all the cows? And the only thing that makes me wonder is, who's the cows? Are we the cows? Who's the cow? You know? What are they talking about? No more beef for you, sir. Yeah, something's going crazy. Yeah, it makes me wonder how much China's behind this, right? Ask any country. You don't have to go that far. Tiny, you really don't have to go that far. Look at East and West Berlin. How many West Berliners were trying to escape to the east? 0? I mean, that's all you gotta look to, right? I thought the spark was gonna happen today when I was watching them Black Lives Matter throwing bottles at them Trump spectators today. Did you see that?
No, I don't watch it.
It wasn't on the news.
Antifa and Black Lives Matter are terrorists.
Well, that's apparently what they're doing, you know. And then they were marching down the street saying, If Biden don't win, burn it down. If Biden don't win, burn it down. You know what I mean? Like, burn it down. Are you
Oh
freaking
yeah,
crazy?
literally.
You freaking crazy?
There
Are
he
you
is.
freaking crazy?
Yeah.
Do they not remember Kent State? Well, apparently they forgot about Kent State. You know, people seem to forget that it was 1968. It was a Democratic convention that the people got beat up at. Democrats don't care about nobody. They don't care about any of us. Hell, the Republicans don't care about us. To think any of them care about us is absolutely nuts. I'm sure Biden will be here tomorrow if I run out of bread in my kitchen, right? If he's not here, Donald Trump will show up. If he's not here, Donald Trump. They're all just silly. All I can say, Charles and Tiny, every day I get up in the morning, I stick my head out the window and the birds are still chirping. Right?
Yep, they better be.
That pretty much solves that problem. That pretty much solves it. It's all good. Yeah, I think, world's going a little hectic, but it's all good. Nice to wrap up the week, Get it done with, sit back for the weekend, watch some football tomorrow. Probably watch the Bucks play. I don't even know who they're playing. Anyone see the Auburn-Alabama game today?
No.
It was so lopsided it wasn't funny. I got to halftime and I turned it on and they go, and the halftime has just begun, Alabama leads 21-3, and I'm like, yep, this game's over already. No need to watch this. Flip. It's not the NFL, They're not coming back from that. So I gotta decide, what am I gonna stream next week? I gotta do something other than Farming Sim, man. What map are you on, Charles?
Well, that map.
Oh yeah, we already talked about that. Flat
Yeah.
map. Flat map. How much money you got? Are you in the
How much
boondocks
money?
still?
It's called. What you had to do is create the field. Of course, you got to buy the. Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing tonight? Glad to see you.
Yeah, it
could
costs a
drop
lot
in.
of money to start up on flat map.
Well, see, the thing is, I bought the entire map, and you can figure on it how much you spend on each little square.
Yeah,
And
it's
in
something
order to-
like $10 million or something like that. It's a nutty
I
number.
can't remember.
I bought about half the map, man. I spent over $5 million. So I know it's a nutty number.
Alright, back to the harvesters.
I think Tiny's trying to talk, and all we're getting is that robot thing. Oh, I thought you were trying to talk. Something's going on in the background. I don't think, if it's on yours, my people can't hear it, so it's no big deal. Ba, ba, ba. What war isn't historic? Grenada? I mean, seriously, that's a bit of an oxymoron, right? Historic wars. Cool. All right. Oh, what the hell? $3? Game's worth $3.
I got
I don't remember if I paid any for FFA. I think I got lucky and got that for free.
Wow.
If I paid $50 for it, it was like $5.
Jeffrey!
That's
Good
the only
night,
time I
bro.
got kickbacks.
Wow.
So those are the only games I've actually paid real money for.
I'm gonna go to one of the free games they gave me over some time. You know, I looked at that city skyscrapers or skylines or whatever
City
it was.
Skylines.
That game is just too confusing, man. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm a little lost in it, you know? I'm not quite getting the gist of what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes, Jonathan, it's one field, one map, flat map,
Frat map!
one complete field, and you must harvest the entire field. And will it fill that 9 million liter silo? That is the experiment. Every crop must be done.
Frat map. Ribbon. 2 dimensions. Flat map. Flat map. I don't know, boys. I'll tell you the most ridiculous thing I saw this year. Baseball games. Baseball games with the cardboard cutouts of people.
It's this silo right here, Jonathan. I'll give you a big insight on it. It's called the
Okay.
Mega Silo 9 Multi-Fruit. Can you fill it with just one harvest off of each crop off of this field? That is the question.
How much does it hold?
9 million liters.
What are you harvesting?
Everything.
No, you're gonna harvest one crop from the field. What crop are you harvesting?
All the crops. Will it fill the silo? And you're gonna carve the whole field, the whole map out.
Okay.
Plant it all in one crop
On
at a
wheat,
time.
on wheat, on that size of a map, with all of them fields, I think that you'll only get about 4 million liters.
I hate to tell you, I carved this field out. I already got 7 million plus on the wheat.
7 million plus on the wheat, so the wheat didn't fill it?
Nope. The
Yeah,
barley
so the
didn't
only
fill
thing
it.
that's gonna fill it, the only thing that's gonna fill it is potatoes or sugar beets or something
Well,
like that.
you can fill it with straw with no problem. Now, straw pellets, that's a different story.
Right. You'll fill it with potatoes or sugar
Well,
beets, no problem.
I'm sure, with no problem. But my biggest fear is how long is it going to take for it to do it with?
Now
If
that's
you
a
do
telling.
an entire map in sugar cane.
The telling thing there, though, Charles, is that now you do know for sure that that whole entire map is only is a little bit bigger than, well, right about the same size as Field 4 on Mustang Valley on 17. Because that'll harvest about 7 million pounds, 7 million liters of wheat as well. That one field.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm pulling off of Field 2, I'm pulling about 4 million liters. Between 3 and 4 million liters, and Field 4 is twice as big as that one. So it'll pull about 7 million liters.
I didn't know that map was that big.
It's huge. It just doesn't seem that big because there's not that many fields. But if you
Right.
take the truck and ride around the whole entire map at 60 miles an hour, you start to realize this takes a while to drive around this map.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that's the telling thing. You know, it takes me over a minute just to drive up the Field 4. You know, one straight line. So you got to figure, okay, 1 minute going that way, but that's not the long way around, so figure 2 minutes going the other way. So you've got 6 minutes to get around the map, 7 minutes.
Something like that.
you got to drive the whole circle. So that's a pretty good sized map. I ought to harvest field. I ought to harvest field for and find out if I'm right about that. The only thing is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh gosh, I don't want to get rid of all my hay to harvest the field. I don't want to get rid of It's a lot of work to make all that hay again, you know?
Well, I'm gonna make hay off of this. That's what I should have done to start with, because it was all in grass to start with.
Right.
But
But
I
I could
figured
take all of, I could pick all my hay up and put them in silos.
Well, see, you gotta remember there's a bale limit on 19.
Yeah, there's a bale limit on that too, but I don't bale my hay. Yeah, I don't bale it. I can't, with as many cows as I've got, I would use more than 190 bales. So baling hay is a complete waste of time, you know?
Well, like I said, I got my 9 million liters of straw with no problem. Between the 3 crops, wheat, oats, and barley, that they all provide straw.
All right. So it doesn't hold 9 million of each. It holds 9 million in total.
Of each. 9 million of each crop. It'll hold each.
That's a ridiculous size. What if they have any silos that size in real life?
Yeah, this silo has been based on a real silo.
Wow.
It's just the representation of it. That's what you look at.
Yeah, that makes sense. I used to have common sense way back in the day, Charles. But remember them penny stores?
Yeah.
I spent my common sense on the Swedish fish.
Ooh. I spent mine on the fireballs.
Now I'm so broke I can't afford to pay attention. But I did go through college. Right through the front door and out the back. Got me a huge house. Yeah, you trip over the welcome mat, land in the backyard. You know, but on the other hand, 5 different fingers.
Yep.
That's about what it boils down to. Alright, one more crop in and it'll be daylight. Anything moving up in price here? Yep, still nothing on great demand.
Hey Tyler, what's up? Not too much, just doing the fill-in stream with all that.
Woohoo!
And Tiny 426.
Woohoo! How did you come up with 426, Tiny? Oh, okay. 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 So it's 426 engine. Alright. I always wanted to get me one of them 69 Mark 1s with a 428 Cobra Jet. In case anybody ever listens to this stream and you're rich, that's what I'd really like. I just can't justify kicking out $50,000-$60,000 for a car. Yeah. Especially any days. I just can't justify it, you know? There's too many other things. There's old ladies around here that can't paint their houses, you know? There's kids that are hungry. You know, I just can't justify buying something like that for myself. Not to mention, my wife's got a frying pan.
That's me to burn, too.
Really? I told this guy already. Hang up, stupid phone. That's one way to shut it off. Just kill the phone. It wouldn't hang up on me. I just told him 30 minutes ago that an hour ago that I'm going to be streaming. He's calling me back to tell me who won the fight, Mike Tyson or the other guy. Like, I really care. The only thing I want to know is how often did they have to change their diapers?
Wow.
I'm just keeping it real, my friends. Just keeping it real. My buddy seems to think that Mike Tyson and these old guys can fight these young guys, and I'm like, you're crazy. Oh, it's not the same. I said, no, man, you're just over 50 years old now and just think you can sow your oats. I'm sorry, man. Whatever you do, don't go down the road and get into a fight with a 20-year-old. Whatever you do. Outsmart that bastard. Outsmart that. Man, I hope Rex isn't sick, man. I hope he just wanted to go do something, you know? Saturday night, I mean, he's only 21 years old, man. Saturday night, he might have wanted to go out or something, you know? We got dead air. Dun 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 dun. Dead air. Not. All bad, won't allow that. All right, someone's got the COVID. Sir, put down the pong and step away slowly.
Oh, Lordy. I'd like to know what causes this left-on analog stick to keep doing what it's doing.
What's it doing?
I let go of it, it's going to want to yank my vehicle to the left all the time.
Alright. In your settings, yeah, your stick is letting go, maybe. Do you have another one? Another controller that doesn't work?
I got two controllers. The one don't work, and there's another one. This is a brand new controller. That's the problem.
Yeah, alright. Now, how brand new is it? Like, is this the first 10 hours you're using it?
I think I've had it a month or so.
Okay. Take your other controller and take that one apart and replace the lever from the old one that doesn't work.
Okay.
It's really easy to do. It just sounds more complicated than it is. You know, just remember how it came apart so you can put it back together the same way. But I mean, if you can do it with a toaster, you can do it with the controller. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. because it's got 4 screws on the back and that's it.
Right,
I
yeah.
just don't want to damage any
No, you won't damage
soldering.
anything. It's really stupid simple inside there.
I
Just
kind of
remember
figured
how
it
it came
was.
apart. You know, that's all you got to remember. And just replace that joy paddle, that joy part, you know, with the
Yeah,
old one. You'll be fine.
might do that.
Yeah, that's, you know, I don't know why people go out and buy 3 and 4 of them. When you have 2, you can make one work usually, unless they break in the same exact place, which is rare, you know.
Well, see, when I first bought my PlayStation, I made it a special attempt and did it. And bought 2 controllers, and
Right.
they're both the same age as the PS4, and the one controller started really messing up on me, so I went out and got another one. But I still have the one I can take spare parts from and fix it. I kind of figured there was a way to do that.
Yeah, it's real simple. You know, I've multi-fixed. Matter of fact, I've changed motherboards on my PS3s and stuff. I mean, it's really not a damn thing. You know, it's just a little bit of silicon but the thing is, it's like a 2.5 hour project because you have to take the PS3 apart completely down to the bare bones to get down to the 2 friggin' plates that need to get heated up and re-silicone. So you got to scrape the old silicone off, put the new silicone on, and then heat it in the oven at 250 degrees.
Hmm.
You know, it's a real pain in the ass. You know, and when I say 2.5 hours, that's got nothing to do with the heating of the oven. That's got to do with how much it's going to be frustrating putting that thing back together.
Oh. Well, I don't have.
Yeah, it's a lot of parts coming out. I mean, when I say everything's going to come out, I mean everything's going to come out. And it's piece by piece. And what you really have to do if you don't know what you're doing is you need to set up like 8 cups. And you put them in order. The first screws you go out, go in cup 1. The second screws, cup 2. You know what I mean? And down the line.
I follow what you
and
say.
then just go backwards on the way out. You know what I mean? Just go backwards on the way out. You know, you can, if you want to help yourself further, when you get to a certain point, you put a white piece of paper in there. And this way you remember at that point that all these screws should be gone. So you don't get down and say, wait a minute, I have an extra set of screws here. I forgot to screw something down, you know what I mean? That'll help it a little bit.
Yeah.
Break it off into 2 sections, yeah.
Well,
but the motherboard on a PS4 is super easy.
I have some electrical background on me. I know how to read a wiring diagram and a schematic and all that happy stuff.
So you'll be able to put it back together and you understand the cup theory,
yeah.
so you'll be fine doing it. It's just a pain in the butt. But a non-working PS3 80 backwards, $100. A working PS3 80 backwards, $200. So it pays you $100 for 2.5 hours. That's pretty good money, you know. You're looking at $35 an hour, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I've got 3 of them down right now in the house. The one is never going to work again because I've scavenged too many parts off of it. I got 1 that's working and 2 that I could make work again.
Well, I don't have any extra PS3s or 4s or anything like that to do that.
Well, what happened with my PS3s was a lot of them broke on me. You know, they just kept breaking. I had to buy, I don't know, 6 PS3s in total. Yeah. They just don't last very long, you know, and I don't want to go back through that again with the PS5, and that's what it sounds like it's going to be to me. Yeah, I don't know, Tiny. I mean, I know for a fact the PS5s are overheating. And I know for a fact that already thousands and thousands and thousands have been sent back to Sony. And I tried calling, yeah, I tried calling Sony on the PS5 to complain about issues, you know, just to see if what would happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they didn't even pick. They wouldn't even pick up the phone. They don't want to hear it at all. So that's a problem.
Which that's the issue. You gotta put out a product, stand behind it.
Yeah, well, they just did that update, if you remember, on a PS4 30 days ago, saying no matter what they say, it doesn't matter. You can only go through, what the hell do they call it? It's not litigation, it's, operator. And
Tiny
normally when you
John
go
Brock
through an
says
operator, hi. Normally when you go through an operator, they have your operator, their operator, and a middleman that's not on either side. In this case, it's their operator and that's it. You know, and I complained about that to the U.S. District Attorney personally on the phone. In conversation on the phone with the United States District Attorney. And he said that the problem is that almost everybody does it, and if we're gonna have a issue with it, it's really gonna have to be brought up by the public first. In other words, us gamers are gonna have to stop bitching about it. And then they'll be able to do something. In the meantime, they really can't do anything. Yeah. So we have to start complaining first. And I don't foresee that happening, man. I've not seen gamers come together on anything in at least 15 years. Anybody ever catch that guy Yang Yi?
I have no clue who you're talking
He
about.
gets like 1 million people watch. Well, I don't want to say 1 million. He gets like, you know, 200,000 to 300,000 people watch him every time he streams. Now what he does is he streams gaming information from companies, and usually he's complaining about how much money they're making. But the guy has mid-roll ads. he makes his stream like 12 minutes just so it's just over that 10-minute mark, so he can put in mid-roll ads to make money. He's just as guilty as they are, right?
Yep.
I mean, my stream is 12 minutes long, and we're going to stop for commercials 4 times. You can't make this stuff up. I loves me brand new Harvester.
Brand new Harvester. I don't think.
Yeah, I bought me a brand new Harvester. I bought me a brand new tractor too. I got me one of them T9s.
Cool.
Yeah, I had 2 Case Magnums, and I was like, I need something blue. Makes sense, right?
Yep.
Something blue. Oh, damn Metallica. I can't even sing songs on here because of Metallica. One of the worst bands in the history of mankind, and they make all these rules on us. Sad but true. Sad but true. A lot of people like Metallica. I'm joshing on them, but they're really not the best band ever. Have you caught Led Zeppelin doing Kashmir live as old men? Oh my gosh! If you have YouTube there, you have to check that out sometime. That is one... 3 instruments and a singer. It sounds like a full orchestra. Yeah, there's nothing... I had no respect. I wasn't a big fan of Led Zeppelin. I liked the song Kashmir. You know, there's a couple other songs by him that I like, but I was never a huge fan, right? And I caught this video of that, and I'm like, freaking no wonder why they were the greatest rock and roll band of all time. Yeah, they're just clearly better than anybody else. I mean, it's just clearly better than anybody else. Looks like we got corn coming next. I hope there's no children in there.
Uh-oh. I know where that one's going.
Children of the corn. Let's face it, they only make it to the first harvest. Yay, another load. I'm gonna have to start cutting trees here again sooner or later. You know what's nice about Mustang Valley is when you drive underneath that thing to drop off your loads, it opens up your back automatically. That's a nice little feature. Oh. Now let's see. Looks like I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna get fairly close to what 380,000 liters of canola. Corn's the least I have with 234,000 liters, but after this next harvest, I'll have 300,000 liters in them too. Yeah, I've got. It's one thing about this map, man. There's only one place, so it really takes a long time to sell anything, you know? Dun 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 dun. Time to feed the trees. Welcome to COVID. When 99.7% of the people survive, but hide under the bed. You never know.
Wow.
You didn't know that? The actual statistics is 99.7% survive?
Yep, I knew that.
Congratulations, Bauer. Just got out of bed, folks. You must be in another country. Jeez. Then when you weigh in how many people are over the age of 75 years old, you realize, oh my crap, it's like 99.98% of the people survive. If you knock out anybody over the age of 75. Oh, he's in Germany. What time is it in Germany?
Time in Germany? Probably right around 7,
Charles is
maybe
going to take a guess at it.
Probably 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that means somebody's getting ready to get up. It's on the weekend. Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:55 a.m. for him. Damn, you're up early, bro. The only time I see 6:55 a.m. is if I'm still partying.
Oh, lordy. Wow. I'll be back in a second.
Lying. Refilling all my trees, man. It's a blast. I like this map more now that I got my new field. Is the Who Dat Who Dare Ranch bigger than Goldcrest Valley on FS17? I would have to say they're pretty close to the same size, but Who Dare Who Dat Ranch has major problems with it. When you create fields, and it doesn't happen in the beginning when you first start out playing the map. Once you get about 100 hours in and you're really starting to enjoy the map, you sink in the water when you're harvesting a field and there's no water. And all your equipment just falls into water that isn't there. So I really wouldn't waste my time with that map unless you really feel like getting frustrated. Resetting your equipment all the time. But heck, what do I know? Farmer Rex. What FS has slots? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what he means. Yeah, they all have slots. I don't know of any that don't have slots. You can't get a DLC if you don't have slots.
No. When you load up a map,
Right.
so many slots.
Okay.
And then when you add mods, it takes up more slots. But every single map has slots.
Yeah. That's true. Every single map has slots. Except the ones that are born into the game. Like, for instance, Goldcrest Valley on 17 doesn't have any slots. Why does Farming Sim has slots? PC do set Y. Why does Farming... It's a computer. The consoles have slots. Tiny tells me to protect us from destroying our consoles.
Hey Donnie, how are you doing tonight? Or this morning, actually?
Yeah, whenever you have questions like that that are really, technical, either go to Tiny's channel and talk directly to Tiny, or go to DJ Go Ham's channel and ask him. I'm not a technical guy. I'm just a first generation gamer.
You're one of the better ones.
I don't know about that, but I'm here anyhow. Gosh, I remember way before Nintendo.
Donnie's saying there was no slots on 15 whatsoever.
You don't have any maps to load, and they only have 3 or 4 DLCs.
Right.
Oh, Rex isn't here tonight, bro. That's Necro Charles with me. Rex isn't feeling well. He's back at the hotel. We're gonna see where you fans really stand tonight. Hey, you out there. You look a little queer. Up against the wall.
Oh, lordy.
That's a Pink Floyd song. I'm just copying the words of a Pink Floyd song called Waiting on the Worms, isn't it?
Oh man, trying to remember. Hey, trying to remember actually what he's saying.
He does say that. Hey, you look a little queer. Get him up against the wall. And it goes, against the wall.
I haven't heard that song in a long
And
time. I
you
would have
got
to bring
polka
it up.
dots. And you look like a coon. Get him up against the wall. Against the wall. You don't remember that?
I haven't. I do remember the song, but I just don't remember all the words. It's been a while
I don't
since
remember
I've
all
heard
the
it.
words either, but I know it's horrible, man. I know it's horrible. But it's talking about, I think it's talking about the Antichrist, to be honest with you.
I do believe that's what he was talking about.
That's the only understanding that I have of it. Could be wrong. But for something that references the Bible that much, I would say I'm probably not.
Alright. This field is just about harvested and halfway planted with canola next.
Nice. Uh-oh. Running low on water already. Ooh, I better quick save. I don't want to do all that again. That would not be good. I'm offended that you're singing that song. You know, the thing that bothers me about that whole thing with that offended thing, Charles, I don't think they fully understand. No one cares if they're offended. No one thinks that highly of them except them. Except them, you know?
Yeah, you're the only ones that care.
Yep, we don't care if you're offended. No one cares if you're offended except you. It's such a weak generation, man. I'm worried about it, man. They're like the I don't want to get too vulgar, but I mean, they're like, I don't know how else to put it, but they're like the biggest pussies in the history of mankind.
And that's not being rude, that's telling it how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be vulgar. We use vulgar words, but I just don't have another word. I mean, if I did, I would love to use it. I would love to use it.
This part down here is we're about to have a head-to-head collision on this one here.
Nice.
Let's see who plays the chicken.
I have a buddy that does that in his car. If someone decides to run close to him while he's driving down the street coming from the opposite direction, he doesn't back off. And he's 10 years older than me. I don't know how the hell he made it. I am gonna run out.
I guess there won't be no head-to-head. Alright. Yes, it is. It is all bad. He is talking.
Dun dun dun! Don't listen to All Bad. He's not too sure what he's talking about. Uh-oh, that wasn't too smart. I've done smarter things, just not very often.
And that's the hillbilly coming out of him.
Dun dun dun. Hello and welcome to Alabama. I'm gonna smoke part of a cigarette, man. It's a quick save, make sure we don't lose any of that. This looks like good opportunity. Ah. You guys remember that show, Get Smart?
Oh yeah.
And
I can remember. I don't think I ever watched it.
and now, Mr. Smart, the claw. The claw? No, 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 not the claw. The claw. He's talking about a claw. Asian guy.
That's where he's at. He is on 17.
I am on 17.
And what map are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountains
Doesn't
on 17.
Doesn't exist anymore.
No longer exists.
If you don't have it, you can't get it unless you're on PC. And even if you do get it, it looks nothing like this. Absolutely nothing. I've reshaped this thing. Jeesh. I'll tell you how many trees I cut down to get it this far along. Let's see. Oh, no one cares. No, 4,719 to get this far along on this map. Ah!
And we're going to join in this on this.
I don't think I'm gonna make it through that hole. Why does that ranch has bigger fields like Goldcrest Valley? If you want to see big fields, try Mustang Valley. That's the biggest map in 17. I believe. Tiny, you still there?
No, he had a connection issue.
Me neither. That's the biggest one I think of off the top of my head. It's huge.
Oh, come on, quit
But
hitting that
one
hitter.
field, the biggest field, costs like 8.6 million, 8.8 million dollars. I mean,
Something like that.
it's really expensive to get going in that map. Better off using
Well-
a money cheat unless you wanna. No, I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. Because Goldcrest has a lot more stuff on it than Who Dare Who Dat does. Now, what Who Dare Who Dat has the most of is Train Track. But like I said, I didn't pencil it out, so I'm not really sure. Like I said, I tried Who Dare Who Dat twice, and both times were epic fails because the map fails you. So what's your plans for today, Bauer? What you gonna do with your day? Start a new map? If you haven't played Mustang Valley, you should. I just want to tell you, unless you want to spend about 400 hours just to get the map rolling, use a money cheat. I don't use money cheats, and I'm telling you, I think it took me 300 to 400 hours to get all the land. Because it's ridiculously expensive. Because they're ridiculously huge.
Well, if you take a look at Dow Rancho 19 and compare it to that map there, they have some similarities to them.
Do they?
Yeah, because the one field is over 400 acres.
Yeah, it's huge field.
And the
I
shape
do
of
not
that field,
believe that that map has a 400 acres. I think when I added up the hectares, and I can't
there is
remember how many
tiny.
hectares it was, it totaled out to be something like 127 acres or something like that. Which makes sense because it takes 2 plows, 9.5 hours to plow it. And that's about what it would take 2 plows in real life to plow 9.5 acres. A whole day, you know what I mean? And a little. A long day, you know? Starting out at 7 o'clock in the morning and ending up at, 6, 7 o'clock at night.
I tried to do the contract on that field, and I'll tell you what, I failed every time.
Really?
Yeah. I ended up falling asleep, and the timer would, I would drift off into another property and never returned.
You can pause it, you know.
I know that.
All right, I didn't know that for a
Eventually,
long
I'll
time.
get that. I'll get that map conquered.
It's a fun map. It's the most fun map I've ever played. You know, my 3 favorite maps is this one, Pacific Ridge, and Mustang Valley. That's my 3 favorite maps. Then after that goes Goldcrest, because Goldcrest is kind of a... You can do a lot with Goldcrest if you have an imagination.
Hey,
You know,
Bauer, how you doing?
Power. His name is Travis, if you want to know.
Okay.
I call him Bauer. It's just easier. Travis has been timed out by Tiny before, actually. More than once. More than once!
Wow.
But he's gotten better. But he's gotten...
Alright. Coming down to the nitty-gritty on this with this harvester, and we're gonna turn him around, parking, and get this other harvester, park him, and this part of it that is done, and then we're gonna focus on the other section of this field with the other 2 harvesters. 4 harvesters on this field.
Tiny. I think they're giving away 3 months of free Amazon, man. Good movie on Amazon called All for Nicky.
Yeah, you told me about that one.
Yeah. Outside of that, they're all, there's some really good movies on there that got 3.5 stars, but if you're not a thinking person, I understand why they got 3.5 stars. They're just not meant for a person with a 90 IQ. You know what I mean? They're not meant for a guy with a 145 IQ either, but they're definitely meant for someone that went to college and took philosophy and shit like that, you know? They're just deep. Yay, we're on the last parcel here. Woohoo, almost done. I've been over, let me see, 66,000 liters of water already.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah, and I'm still going.
Oh, before I forget to do this, let's do just a brief flyover here.
That's 69,000 liters, and I'll fill it up again.
If you
Easier
notice,
to
this
compact
is
it some
just
more.
one big massive field.
Yeah, you turn that whole map into one field, right?
Yep, the entire map.
Did you money cheat your way through?
Well, to be honest with you, yes, to buy the land.
Okay.
And then
No easy.
after I did the money cheat, had left 19 million in some, and I figured that's what's going to cost to fill that silo.
Right. Yeah, it's going to cost some money to fill that silo. The equipment's going to bum out on you quite a bit.
And there's only two things.
Canadian, what's going on, bro? Hey, he's not feeling well tonight, man.
This is
He'll
my
be
main
back
hub
Monday,
here. This is
probably.
the silo that I'm talking about. And all you see is just field beyond field. And then there's only one other little section smack dab in the middle of the field. I have a wind
Wow.
turbine, 3 apple trees, 3 orange trees, and I keep them watered daily and
Yeah.
fertilized daily. I have a whole water tank down here, no animals.
Canadian, I am doing well. The wife's still letting me stream. I mean, how bad can it be, right? I mean, I'm a married man and I'm allowed to do this. I mean, that's freaking awesome. Once you get married, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. You get a wife that lets you stream and lets you play video games. You did good in life, my friend. You did good in life. Not the normal.
And if you want to see something real fantastic, oh, watch this.
Oh, heck no. There is no way, Travis. Not yet, man. Talk to me in a couple months, man. Holy crap. Tiny. Travis just asked me if he could be a moderator. Not only no, heck no. Not only no. Be like Colin asking me. Yeah, we don't. I really do have too many moderators to begin with, man. I've got Canadian, Tiny, and Chris, man. I'm only a small channel, man.
Didn't hit it
Might
right.
not take that long.
There we go.
If this DJing type thing catches on, it might not take that long for me to get more subscribers.
Oh, on that, you might forget to say something.
Yeah.
Keep it on the down low because I don't want to let people know it just yet.
Okay.
Monday or Wednesday.
Okay. Awesome.
That is great. That is great to hear.
It is. And I don't say anything because no one can hear it but us. Only us can hear Tiny.
You don't need to worry about that.
He can cuss, he can say whatever he wants. Look, no.
And this other strip, it looks about ready to do the same thing.
Alright,
Oh boy.
59
The results are going to come in.
plus 23 is 79, 82,000 liters of water I went through to fill everything up again. But in all fairness, I get about $7,000 a game hour for filling them up. I feel like I've definitely made my money back on my trees and my cabbage, my lettuce and tomatoes. Which is really, it takes a while. Farmer Rex! How you feeling, man? Why don't you come in the stream for a couple minutes, man? We know you got the COVID. He's got an upset stomach, folks. Oh no! It took Canadian about 2 seconds to slam Farmer Rex. It took Canadian.
Wow.
I started something bad. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I had no idea that was gonna stick. Charles came in and filled in for you tonight. So I got Charles and Tiny on the line with me.
Oh, I know these two are going to be head-to-head, playing chicken. That ought to be in there. Hey, Farmer Rex, glad to see you.
It's got a harvest. Bum, bum, bum! Don't get corny with me, man! Oh. We need to get DJ Go Ham to come in and visit us, man.
Try this again.
Marcus, what's going on, bro?
I'm dealing with it.
Awesome. We got a COVID case going on. We got two of them, Farmer Rex and Necro Charles. I'm trying to see if I can get this through a microphone. Man, I'm hanging in, thank God. You know how it is, man. Wife's still letting me stream. How bad can it be? Got a good wife, you got a good life, right? Now can someone just point me to a good wife?
Wow.
I go into the store the other day. The girl goes, "Can I get you anything else?" I said, "Yeah, bigger house, a better car, and a nicer wife." She just looked at me like, "What?" I'm afraid we don't sell any of that, sir.
And you thought that was a convenience store.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Canadian.
to start listening to Bill Hicks, man. That guy had a great personality for this stuff, man. I don't have a wife yet. I really don't know. Oh, bro, if that's your biggest worry in life, you've got it made. Charles, you're an old man. If his biggest worry in life is a wife, how good does he have it?
Don't ask
Yeah,
me that question.
don't rush that.
Yeah.
Because if you, yeah, don't jump into a wife, man. Shop around. Don't pick the first one that comes along, bro. You go.
I wished I'd have known that quite a few years back.
I'll tell you the best things you can look for in a wife. Maybe even Tiny will agree. A woman that will love your children. A woman that'll cook and clean for you. And a woman that'll treat you like a baby when you're sick. You notice I didn't mention sex? You notice I didn't mention...
Wow.
Well, come on. I mean, after you're married to the woman for 10 years, you know what I mean? You know, it's just a thing. What really matters is when, you know, she does something nice for you. Right?
You're sorry.
That's the part that wears out the fastest. Any relationship built on that is built to fail. I wish that wasn't true, but it is. Huh?
What?
Yeah. That's yeah, that's gonna fail, man. That's doomed.
That's gonna fail hardcore.
Yeah, I mean that's like the least important thing. I mean, when you come home from work and you know your wife's got dinner on the table for you and the kids are all happy, you know, I mean that's just the best, you know, when she comes up and you know gives you a nice kiss or something like that, and you know you can tell she genuinely cares, and when you're sick she makes you soup and stuff. I mean that's just that's the best. That's the best.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Right. That's the winner. You know, it doesn't matter what she looks like. I'd rather have a homely girl that does them things than a good-looking girl that doesn't.
And they're
And this
hard
is
to
just,
find.
they're really hard to find. I heard the best, actually, to tell you the truth, I heard the best on that from The Simpsons. And it was a motorcycle gang, and they said a good woman only comes along every couple of miles. But when you think about that, a couple miles is a lot of houses, bro. There's a lot of houses.
Yep, it sure is.
And it's just, that's very true. They're hard to find. I mean, they'll all kind of play that role when you're courting them. You know, it's really hard to tell which one is that woman. I happened to get one, and I was very lucky. But I didn't find it till I was 28. So consider that. Tiny, you're married only one time, right? I mean, you lucked out at the first shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woman that took me to what I was, not what I have.
right, exactly.
Try doing that nowadays.
Ooh.
Yeah, good luck. The problem with the women today is the same problem with the men. They're all in love with themselves. And when you're in love with yourself, it's hard to compete.
Yeah. Too
No.
materialistic.
Right, and you know, if it's not all about them, you know, and that's gonna wear fast in a relationship too. That's gonna wear real fast. You know, it's a hard balance to find a good woman, and there is no right answer after them three things I told you because everybody's different. Some people like women that are witty. Some people like women that are gentle and soft. Some people like women that are tough. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you like after that. But them three things you're always going to want. Try to fall in love with the soul, not the body. I guess that's the best answer, huh? You got any weigh in on this, Tiny?
No, you just said it.
And that's all in a nutshell right there.
He's got that song stuck in his head.
And what song what that might be?
I'm not sure. To the left, to left.
Oh, that one.
All I pray for, a nice girl, not mad. Yeah, well, good luck with that. You ain't never gonna find that, man. All women get angry at some point. That's part of the fun. Matter of fact, you'll laugh at your wife when she gets angry after you've been with her long enough because you'll find it humorous. I mean, not to be in a mean way, you know, but you know, it's an emotion. You know what I mean? And sometimes it tickles you just because she gets angry. You know, she'll be angry as anything, and you'll just be laughing. You'll just be, you're in trouble. Oh, you're in a lot of trouble. You don't mean to laugh. It's in love. You know what I mean? But it's funny because she's mad. You know. They all do little funny things, and I think the biggest thing about my wife is sometimes the way she looks at me really matters. You know, like she just look at me a certain way and, you know, just makes me feel good inside. Gosh, it's a tough conversation. There's really, you know...
And who's gonna run into each other? Neither one, because they're gonna say, blocked by an object.
Yep.
I wonder who's going to move out of the way. I guess I'll dismiss one and let him finish it off.
As far as taking care of a woman, never use the 3 bad words, the B, C, or W. If you ever use them, I don't care if 30 years goes by, she'll bring it up. Don't never ever use them words.
And once in
a while, you have to just come up behind them when they're doing the dishes or something like that. Turn them around with your hands on their shoulders, look real deep in their eyes, and tell them you love them and give them a hug. I mean, that's better than buying them a diamond ring. But women are complicated, bro. Women are complicated, to say the least. Oh my gosh, are they complicated. I mean, your wife loves you, but put the dog and your wife in the trunk of a car, leave for an hour, and see which one's happy when you get back. Canadians going over the Christmas songs for me. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. As shows do now. I guess, Marcus, another thing is, get ready for a lot of give and take, man. And when I say that, I mean get ready for a lot of give. You just can't get angry over everything that bothers you. You'll drive yourself mad.
It's just a waste of time.
Yeah. You gotta just pick your battles, man. You gotta wait until you know she's dead wrong, and then try to convince her that she's dead wrong. And when that fails, just let it go. There's no real way to win there, man. Women are complicated, bro. It's never gonna be easy. But, you know, if you're unhappy and it's driving you crazy not to be married, then you're better off getting married. Just make sure who you pick is, you know, you're gonna be with them the rest of your life. And if you fall short of that, you failed. And if you have children and you divorce, that just means that somebody or some other man is raising your children now, sleeping in your bed with your wife. Not good. I forgot to pick this guy up. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
I left him in the field. I left him in the field.
Wow.
Yep. Poor little guy.
Well, we're just now gonna find the end results. Let's see what we have.
Here's another weird thing that happens after you've been married 20 years. Your wife becomes like your sister. I don't mean
Welcome
that
back, Tyler.
I don't mean that in a weird way. It's just that kind of connection. You know, like, as well as you know your sister is how well you'll know your wife. Every little move she makes, every little quirk she does, you're gonna know what it is before she does it. You just get really close. Oh, how long you been married, Tiny?
We just celebrated 19 years this past Tuesday.
That's
Your wife
very
ever
good.
give you a look where you don't know what she's talking about?
What's that?
Your wife ever just give you a look that you don't know what she's talking about? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. As soon as my wife looks at me, I know what's going on. I know what's about to go down. These days, you see that around the world. So sad. How old did you get a girlfriend in? Okay. My first girlfriend was 12. We dated till she was 17. Some guy we never. That's a hard word to come up with. Consummated? Yeah, that's illegal. We never consummated. We were going to get married first, and some guy decided that he wanted her more and took her to the dump and killed her. Then I dated a girl after that again. I started dating again about 19. And we dated for about 3 years, but I would go to work and I would come home and there would be a boy in the bathroom hiding and another one hiding in the closet. She just really liked boys. She was a nice girl, just not a good girl. You know what I mean? She just really liked boys, you know? We're still friends to this day, but never going to date again, that's for sure.
All right, you want to hear the results on the harvest of the oats for
Hold on, let me finish this farm.
Okay.
Hold on, let me just finish this. And then at 28 years old, 27 years old, I found my wife, and we started dating. And at 28, we were married. Go ahead, Necro Charles. Sorry. Charles?
I'm here. Hold on a second.
All right, man. Well, you're gonna come up with your numbers.
All right. So far, I've done off this major field 7,887,148 liters of wheat.
Wow.
Barley was 7,924,441 liters of 9 liters. It's going to take, that is going to take two whole fields, and still not enough to fill that silo.
That'll probably be the same with soy, right? Probably won't fill it.
No, soybean. I know for a fact soybean is not going to fill it.
Right, you might have to do twice on the soy, right?
From what I understand, because me and Lionheart did the soybean on his map, and he had a road perimeter around, and the grass where he couldn't reach out. See, I went all the way to the edge. And
okay.
If I remember right, I think he fell short of 4.5 million on that.
All
So
right.
I don't know what I'm gonna get from the canola, sunflower, and corn yet.
I think you're gonna fill on corn.
Well, I'm pretty
I
sure
think
I'm gonna
you'll.
fill on sugar beets and potatoes with no problem.
Oh yeah, no problem. You're gonna fill on corn because you
And
get
then,
more corn than you do wheat. It
right,
doesn't seem like it because you know your harvester goes up and down twice like the rest of them.
right.
But you got to remember, you're not cutting as wide a path. Your header is smaller.
I
You
have the
know, so
largest. I have the largest header for this particular harvester, and that's a 45 foot.
right. But
I think
your
it's a
corn header
41.
is going to be smaller,
Yeah,
and it's going to fill up just as fast as your big header. So you're going to get more corn than you will anything else except sugar beets or potatoes.
yes, and you're not gonna be invited to this one. Sorry.
Make sure you washes your hands every day and wear. Yeah, right. And I'm gonna hide underneath my bed and suck my thumb. Mommy, I need soup. I'm gonna go to my safe place. Go to my safe. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if we acted like this generation as kids? The old men would have beat the crap out of us, bro. We would not have survived. Our own schoolmates would have beat us up. I like FS15 quite a bit, but it puts me to sleep. Don't know why. When I try harvesting a field on it, I get real tired. I've never played FS13. Have you played that, Tiny?
Yeah, if you subscribe to PlayStation Now, FS13 is actually on their list of games that they have available.
I'm not giving them $20 a month, man. That's $240 a year. That's nuts. They're asking way too much money. Yeah, I have 19, 17, and 15. I don't have 13. I started playing on 15. And if 17 didn't come out, I probably would have not played this game as long as I've been playing it. 'Cause I really couldn't see me sticking around for another 4 years on 15. To be honest.
Well, I had a choice between the two, 17 or 19, and I chose 19 to start with, was due to the fact it had John Deere implements on it. But I do have
Right.
17, and I just about got it platinum.
I think I got 17 platinum, and not 19. Now Tiny, I think, has all of them platinum.
I have all the, I have the platinum and like 15 I put download content.
15, I gotta run 1,000 miles to get a platinum on that. That's what's been holding me up because I just don't feel like running 1,000 miles. It takes a long time, you know. The thing I liked the most on FS15 was, like Necro Charles brought up, the partnering thing is a lot better. You know, multiplayer is a lot better. And because you don't have to have all the same mods. And the fact when Great Demand comes is awesome in that one. Because it just pays 1.5 times.
Right.
I mean, it's a real Great Demand. I don't remember when I played, first time I played these games. I don't know what to do. Now I know. Good game. It's like that with every game, right? I mean, always when I get a new game, I'm a little edgy to start it because I don't know if I especially if I'm streaming it. You know what I mean? Like, get completely lost and don't know what the heck you're doing really isn't fun. It's downright embarrassing is what it is. But new games are always a little, you know, intimidating, I guess.
Going the wrong way on here.
Eesh, especially if it's the kind of game you've never played before. Like, let's say you never drove a car before in a game. You know, and all of a sudden you buy a game that's driving. Yeah, that can get a bit nerve-wracking. The worst ones, though, are ARPGs for new games to get into, because they're all a little different. In this day and age, all your ARPGs are basically the same this day and age. I hate to say that. They're all basically the same. But back in my day, with ARPGs, a lot of it was writing. You had to do a lot of reading and figure stuff out. You know what I mean? It wasn't just right there in front of you. You go do this, you kill that, you come back here, you get prize. You know, that's basically all your ARPGs now. You know, but it wasn't like that when I was a kid. Grand Theft Auto. I would stream Grand Theft Auto if it wasn't so... What's the right word there, Tiny?
Pornographic.
Yeah, pornographic. That would be a good word. That would be a good word. Again, I got a feeling that... Now, the problem with Need for Speed is that's a $100 game and they don't have axles on the cars. I'm not going to pay them any money for a game that they can't build right. I mean, if they came out and it was a $40 game or a $30 game and it didn't have axles, I would say sure. But a $100 game means premium. And when you don't have axles on a car that's built on, you know, in a game that's built for driving, I'm sorry. You fail. Right.
Well, you
I'm
gotta
certainly
remember
not going to give them a dollar for it.
how far we have come from that little paddleball game.
Need for Speed might be a game I wouldn't play if they gave it to me for free because of that. Because of what they charged for the game in the beginning versus what you got. NBA 2K basketball is not a game. Sorry, man. I got bad news for you. NBA 2K basketball is all about cards and gambling with a little bit of basketball in between. I'm really hard on Activision, EA, and NBA and 2K games because all three of them companies have gotten a little too greedy for my taste. I'm an old man. I can afford these games. I can afford to spend money on a game if I want to. You know? But there's a lot of children out there, you know what I mean, that they're doing harm to. And they don't care that they're doing the harm, and they know they're doing the harm. And if you're a young person, you don't understand what I'm talking about. But you will when you get older. You're just going to have to trust me on this. It's not something I can really explain. But bringing a child into a gambling world that's brain isn't fully developed yet, no matter what they think, and when they get older, they'll know I'm right, is really, really in poor taste and a very bad idea. Yeah, I've been wondering that in general for a while too, my friend.
A friend of mine back home last week sent me like a news clipping type thing.
Right.
And some mother in the town that we used to live in when we were in Connecticut shot her 15-year-old and her 7-year-old.
Oh my God.
Killed the teenager. And last I knew, the 5-year-old was in critical condition.
Oh my God, what kind of nut job was that?
Welcome into the parents. What do you know, kids?
Right, I mean, the hell? Talk about crazy.
Yeah, no joke.
Why do I have this corn? I guess I can plant more corn, doesn't matter.
Well, this harvester has 119.5 hours on it.
Wow.
So that should tell you something, how many hours I have on this map so far.
Those are rookie numbers. He's right, though. You know how many I got on Mustang Valley? 650. I think I got more than that on this map.
Actually, Bob, that's a question for you. How many hours do you have on it?
This one right now, 172.56 on this map.
My total play time on this flat map at this that I'm doing is 222.42 hours.
There you go. That's more like real numbers. And on flat map, tiny, I have about 650 hours. Yeah, that's a hard working map right there.
Flat map? It is.
No, Mustang Valley. Flat map, I put in about 150 hours and it annoyed me and I gave it up.
Gotcha.
It wouldn't deal with the grass right, and I couldn't have my cows, so I told him to go to hell. So I told him, I'm just a nice guy like that.
I got all my animals on this particular map. All of them.
I like doing animals. In the old days, how much games cost like today? You know, in relativity, about the same price. Yeah, I mean, even though the number was lower, the poison to the pocket was about the same. I mean, the game might only be 20 bucks, but back then that was 100 bucks. So no marketed change on that. It's about the same.
And this harvester has 106 hours on it.
106 hours? Jeez. Yep. You can't do that on 17. I mean, I guess you can. I don't think they ever really break, do they? On 17? They just become no value? All right. But if you're not doing seasons, you could just run it forever, right? I mean, you really don't have to replace it ever, right?
I'm not sure. From what I understand,
I never let mine get past the red. Once it gets in the red, I sell it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I've never let it go down to 0. I don't know.
I have never really ran into that situation.
Right. Nor have I. I haven't experimented on that, so.
Well, that's something to test out. Ooh, whoa. Where are you going, Charles? You need to clean this harvester up. Repair it.
I like watching my new T9 work. Boy, when you work and earn the equipment, boy, you really appreciate the stuff when you get it, you know. Yeah.
I'm playing them on my phone, just something to do.
Right.
And I can tell you, it's the definite. That's the ultimate definition of a grind out. There's no cheats, there's no mods, there's no DLC. It's one map, and that's where you work.
And they only
Right.
give you so much equipment to work with.
Farming Simulator 21 should have already been out. It's not amazing that they're already working on it. What's amazing is they've actually had enough consideration for their customers to take an extra year to make sure it works right. I mean, part of the problem these companies are having now is just releasing the games too early. Which makes no sense because these 13-year-olds will beta test this stuff for them for free. Makes no sense. My generation ain't gonna beta test nothing for you for free. You want our advice, you'll pay. You want our advice? I'm done with free beta. I helped out Sony and all it did was kick me in the butt. The last company that I helped out was a company called Hellfire Games, and that was only because a friend asked me to go give him a hand. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have done it. I don't have any problem charging me, so why should I have a problem charging them?
Yeah.
I might look at that a little weird, but that's the way the cookie's gonna crumble.
You should go. You talk about cookies. I could go for some cookies.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I could go for some cookies right now myself.
I'd have to bake some.
My wife hides all the sweet stuff in the bedroom. I'm not allowed to touch it.
Yeah. My wife did the same for me on Thursday. After she had Thanksgiving dinner with the boys,
Right.
and she smuggled me in a dinner roll and some turkey. And
Nice.
when she walked in the room, she flashed me. I'm like, well, I'm like, you miss me? She goes, a little.
Wait until you can buy it in the store, bro. Don't buy it online for $1,000. I'm glad I actually made it up that time.
Alright, got 2 more harvesters to bring off the field.
Yeah, sugar beets are fun, man. Get a lot of money for sugar beets. A lot of money.
You know where the farms where they do sugar beets out was 15.
Yeah.
Any good of sugar beets up for money out of
Oh,
15.
you don't even have to do any missions on 15 to make money, man. That's the good thing about 15.
Should I tell you when I first got back into the console gaming?
Right.
I went from a PlayStation 2, which is the last console I owned, and then my kids kept always using it because I had a Slim so the cooling fan sucked.
Right.
And then the kids would overheat and complain too much. And then
Transport alert.
the parts, clean it, put it back together, it would work until they overheated again. I did that probably 6 or 7 times. And the last time they overheated again, I said, I'm not doing this again. I'm not fixing the part every time you guys overheat again. That's it. We're done with the console. And years and years and years later, a buddy of mine convinced me to make me buy an Xbox One so we could do online gaming together.
Right.
And finally I caved and I bought it. And I didn't regret it. But when I bought it, I was one of my purchasing power plans was
Right.
So I bought that and a whole shit ton of games in it. And and FS15 was one of the games I used. So when I got tired of playing all the other games in the box, I decided to try that out. I spent 30 minutes trying to figure out how to play the game. I got hooked, and we played for the entire year. And I told
Wow.
my wife I would do it again. You know what? Screw this again. I played FS15 for the first time 24 hours straight.
Wow. Wow, that was like me with Dyson Raikou. That's what I did. Bawa, I'm not Catholic. That's a Catholic holy day. I'm not Catholic, man. It'd be like me celebrating Ramadan.
What do you mean say?
When am I putting up my Christmas tree? And I'm just not, I mean, I'm not Catholic. I mean, I know a lot of people don't get that, you know what I mean? But it's a Catholic holy day.
I'm not Catholic. I'm Jesus. I eat turkey.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do. I just don't.
I'm not
I
into
have
that
this
shit.
thing tiny, and I have this thing tiny in Bawa. I can go out and buy everybody in my family $20 and $30 Christmas gifts they don't want. And they'll all be happy, right? But then what happens when their dishwasher breaks and they need 4, 5, 600, 700, 800 bucks and I don't have it because I went out and bought all of them $30 Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I
See my
hear you.
point? Why is metal called music called metal? Because back in the day there was all different kinds of rock and roll, and
Yeah.
they had to label them something. And actually, believe it or not, a lot of that music was labeled by Dick Clark, of all people. But the first heavy metal was not called heavy metal. It was by a group called Cream. And they didn't start calling it heavy metal, I think, until about the time Black Sabbath started rolling
I was
around.
gonna say Black Sabbath was probably the one that really
Well,
went
White
into,
Room came out before Black Sabbath albums came out.
yeah.
You know, and so Cream is probably really the first heavy metal band, but it wasn't called heavy metal, it was called rock and roll, because it just was no name heavy metal then. And then it was ultimately popularized more or less by groups like Bachman Turner Overdrive, and then it went to Lipstick, and then came out Metal Metal, which is, you know, whatever the hell they're saying, I don't know. Tell your mother, stab her in the eye with a fork, I have no idea what they're talking about. I know none of it's good, that's all that matters to me.
One more harvester.
And I think the reason they called it heavy metal was because the sound was harder and stringing a guitar. Strumming a guitar is like hitting heavy metal. Now, if you know Virgin Records and Virgin Mobile and all of that, none of that would exist without punk rock. Richard Burton in the United Kingdom owned a little teeny tiny record shop that sold punk rock records back before punk rock became big. And he was just at the right place at the right time with the Sex Pistols and everybody else coming around, and he made a fortune. But his whole thing started from one little teeny tiny record store. How do you like that?
Pretty wild, right? Something like that is nuts.
Can you imagine, Tiny? Building all of that from one little tiny record store?
No.
I mean, there's pictures of him standing in front of his record store. You know, like in his jeans and stuff with no money, man. Just like, you know, a little
Yeah.
tiny miniature businessman. Trying to think of who is my favorite heavy metal band of all time. Probably Aerosmith, right? Early first three albums.
Mm.
I enjoyed more of Aerosmith's music from the 80s than I did enjoy it from now.
I enjoyed their 70s much more than their 80s. But I'm weird like that.
Well, you were born a lot earlier than I was.
Yeah, I was born in 66, but my stepdad came along when I was 6 years old. And he was 6 years younger than my mom. And he was listening to all that kind of music. So I got a heavy dose of it at 6 years old and on.
Well, I hate to tell, but break it to you. I had to listen to country and western and classical.
Oh my gosh. My mom country and western me until my stepdad came along. There's a tear in my bear 'cause I'm crying for you there. Oh my gosh, I wanted to kill all of them guys. I couldn't take it. I mean, it wasn't like it was that, you know, Outlaw, because that wasn't quite around yet. It was more like George Jones, you know, the drunk falling off the bar stool. It was bad. It was really bad.
And then when White Knights of Satin came into the picture, that's when I started listening to
Now,
what
if
you
you want to
call
hear
the
a
Moody
really good
Blues.
version, you want to hear a really, really, really good version of that song, there's one out there by Emily West. And it's virtually unknown. I think she's only got about 40,000 views. It's been out for like 4 or 5 years. But if you look it up, it's got a white record cover with her face on it on YouTube. She's a blonde lady. So it'll be a white background with a blonde lady. Emily West. You'll love it, more than likely. I mean, I'd bet a nickel on it. You'll love it. But it's funny that you mentioned that song.
The lyrics of that particular album was something out of this world.
Yeah, it was good, especially for its day and age. Trying to think of who I liked really when that came out. I was probably listening more to Leonard Skinner, the Allman Brothers, Peter Frampton, the Eagles. Because that's just about what? That came out, what, about 76? 77?
And now you are going back in time there.
Yeah, well, Robin Trower,
Yeah.
Jethro Tull. I mean, this was who I was listening to. Pink Floyd. Of course, I was listening to Aerosmith and Alice Cooper. And bands people probably don't remember today, like Atlanta Supersection Rhythm Band, Sweet, Rare Earth.
And who is the great singer of Great Balls of Fire?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
There's another group that took that song to another level.
I don't remember. It sounds familiar. I remember Jerry Lee Lewis doing it. Sounds
Yeah.
familiar that someone else did it, but
Yeah,
at that time,
they tributed that song for him.
I
I'm
know
trying to
that
think of the name of the group. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't spit it out for some stupid reason.
Preparation H wanted Johnny Cash to do Ring of Fire, and he said no.
Oh.
That's true, by the way. That's true. They really did. They really asked him to, use his song for, that, and he said no. You can't make this stuff up, man. It's too strange.
No joke.
I gotta be almost out of corn seed. Thing might just be sitting there. I think I am out of corn seed. Yay, I'm almost done with this field. It's getting there. You know who I think did it? Charles?
I'm listening.
Social Distortion.
No, this is.
I think they did do the song Ring of Fire. Yes, they did. It may not be the one you're thinking of, but I think they did.
I did not say Ring of Fire. Great Balls of Fire.
Oh. I don't remember anybody else remaking that. Somebody had to, though.
What's that?
Great Balls of Fire? Yeah, I don't remember anybody remaking that.
It's a rock group. I can't think of the name of it. Alright, we've got my harvesters in off the field, and that last harvester has 115 hours on it. Wow. Alright.
Man, I want to, like, tether some grass and stuff. I'm gonna have to do Mustang Valley again next week or something. I'm, like, just feeling the need to tether some grass. It's funny how you miss that kind of stuff. So who won, Mike Tyson or Roy Jones Jr.? Anybody know?
Need to put fuel in this truck. And I got 95.6 hours on this truck.
Wow.
Semi, that is. Cost me $702 to fill it up.
Looks like I forgot how to back up a little bit with a T9. Yeah, it's got that wedge in the middle, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Why did it not start up? Yay! I'm almost done with the corn.
I'm harvesting taters.
Oh, that
Cool.
takes forever. Just finished the tater field. Thank God. I got like I got a 500,000 liters. No taters needed for a while.
So which one you playing on, Tiny? 18?
Yeah, I'm playing, I've got 13 on my other phone.
How well does that work on the phone? How well does it work on that phone? Or
It
you?
actually works pretty damn good, but, and I've got a Galaxy S10 Plus for a phone, so
Yeah.
it's not a huge display compared to the iPhone,
Yeah.
and I rather enjoy it.
I'm
And
gonna have to download that.
added bonus to my cell phone, if you have, if your phone is Bluetooth compatible,
Yeah.
you can pair your PlayStation 4 controller to your phone, and just prop your phone up instead of your controller.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, so that's what that app is for.
And I mean, I'm using obviously the on-screen like crazy.
Right.
I did not know that. See, I have 14.
Ah,
I have 14 on my phone.
Yeah, it works. Pairing your controller works for all of them.
Wow.
so you have to have
I
a
want.
PS3 controller then for 14, or can you use your PS4 controller?
It's an option. If you have on-screen controllers and you're not using a controller, if you have the controller, you can pair it to the game and play that way. You don't
Okay.
actually have to use it.
All right.
But sometimes it's easier to prop your phone up somewhere and play with the controller.
right.
In the advanced
I
mode.
never once thought
Well, I
about
could
that.
mirror cast straight to my TV.
Oh, you
Now I
could.
just prop up my phone, mirror cast straight to the TV, and work that way.
Yep.
Never once thought about pairing my controller to the phone.
The only thing is there might be a delay,
There is
making it a little
a
more
lag
difficult.
between the pairs.
Right. But you'll get used to the
That's
delay after a little while.
yeah. That's the only downfall with it. My 18-year-old taught me how to do that shit. Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. Did not. I learned something new today.
Learn something new every day, man.
Oh yeah, if you're not learning.
You're dying.
I've been putting off this pair of NyQuil tablets, and pretty soon I'm gonna have to take them.
Okay.
All right, where's my manure spreader at? I know it's here somewhere.
That's the one. No, dark green, soybeans. Okay. I was wondering why it didn't look right. It's soybeans.
There it is. Might help if I start the tractor up. Well, I think my chat has went out on my PS. Let's see what happens here.
I still hear you. Oh. No one's chatting with you.
Well, see, I have I have it set up. Okay.
I haven't had anybody watching my stream now for at least 30 minutes. But I'm not worried. I want to get this field done.
I ain't worried about it either because it's going to get posted as video anyways.
Alright. It's going to be there forever until YouTube shuts down or they kick me off.
Yep.
Just what gives first, who knows? Oh, I hope that's not tearing up my thing. Come on, come on, come on, damn it. It is. You bastard.
Well, I'm not going to bore everybody with this here, so I'm going to wrap up my stream.
Alright, man. I'm just about done here myself.
Because I'm spreading manure and I'm fixing to cultivate it in and finish planting this field in canola. See what I get out of that. Till next time, as some people in another language would say, auf Wiedersehen.
Next time will be the best time. Necro Charles, we appreciate you coming in on the stream, man. Of course, you're welcome in on any stream.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. Once can, always can.